LA TheatreWorks presents For Us All by Jeanne Sakata, directed by Annalise Erickson. For Us All is sponsored by the California Civil Liberties Public Education Program, a state-funded grant project of the California State Library. Starring Edward Asner, Brooke Ishibashi, Tess Lena, Mike McShane, Derek Mio, Joy Osmansky, Jeanne Sakata, Andre Solluzzo, Josh Stamberg, Greg Watanabe, and Paul Yen. In this original LA TheatreWorks commission, a team of lawyers fights to overturn the conviction of 3 Japanese Americans unjustly sentenced for resisting the World War II mass incarceration of all Japanese Americans on the West Coast. While the government uses every tactic to make the case go away, the lawyers and their defendant insist on nothing short of justice. The play draws inspiration from Enduring Conviction, Fred Korematsu and His Quest for Justice by Lorraine K. Benai, and Justice Delayed by Peter Irons. And now, For Us All by Jeanne Sakata, produced by LA TheatreWorks.
September 1981. Dust. Covering the 3 boxes. That's what I remember. The original files from the Supreme Court cases of Fred Korematsu, Minoru Yasui, and Gordon Hirobayashi. 3 young Americans who, during World War II, challenged government orders for a military curfew and the banishment of their communities to barbed-wired prisons in the desert. A mass incarceration of over 100,000 Japanese Americans. I was deeply moved by the courage of these young men. In 1942, all 3 were convicted of criminal acts in federal courts. All 3 appealed, their cases going to the Supreme Court on the grounds that confining a group of Americans because of ancestry alone was unconstitutional. All 3 lost. I wanted to know why. On top of the boxes, someone wrote, United States Justice Department. They sat here, undisturbed, for 4 decades. A few days earlier. Hello?
Dr. Peter Irons?
Speaking?
We found him.
You did?
In a warehouse up in Baltimore.
Oh, that's terrific.
Some idiot misfiled them 40 years ago.
Where were they filed?
At the U.S. Commerce Department.
The Commerce Department? How on earth did...
No idea. Crazy, right? You'd almost think someone went and hid them there on purpose. The Commerce Department? Nobody will find them here.
So how...
Pure incompetence. Those cliches about government employees. I mean, just think. If it weren't for you, they'd be lying around lost for decades. Oh, wait. They already have been. Good luck.
I jumped in a taxi to the Commerce Department, and another stroke of luck. The clerk in charge of my Freedom of Information request was out sick. Now, I hated to be happy over someone else's misfortune, but since that clerk had the power to screen the records before I saw them and possibly deny my request, I could sidestep the usual protocol. Layers of grime and dust covered the 3 boxes. I took out my handkerchief and wiped the top of the first. Someone had written in black marker the case name. Korematsu versus the United States. I undid the twine, opened the box, took out the first paper on top. A memo from a Justice Department lawyer named Edward Ennis, addressed to then Solicitor General of the United States, Charles Fahey. We're in possession of information
that shows the War Department's report is a lie. And we have an obligation not to lie to the Supreme Court.
A lie?
Now, the government is arguing it was not possible to screen Japanese Americans individually. But Lieutenant Ringel's report directly contradicts that argument.
Lieutenant Ringel, from the Office of Naval Intelligence, who had intimate knowledge of the Japanese American community.
Ringel states, the Japanese who would act as saboteurs is estimated to be less than 3% of the population. And the most dangerous are already in custody or identifiable.
Only 3%?
In short, the entire Japanese problem has been magnified out of proportion. It should be handled on the basis of the individual.
Unbelievable.
Had we known of Ringle's views, we could have urged General DeWitt he could not base a military judgment to the contrary upon intelligence. The Justice Department is now representing the Army at the Supreme Court. Failure to provide the Ringle report would be a breach of the government's duties. We must advise the court of its existence. Any other action might approximate the suppression of evidence.
Holy smokes. I had just found evidence of a government cover-up at the Supreme Court. A few weeks before my discovery, I began researching the cases in the National Archives for a book I hope to write.
Sorry, sir. You'll have to wait. Someone else is using those files.
Oh. Do you know if it's going to be a long wait?
Well, yeah, if the last 3 years are any indication. See, this lady who's got them, she's been here like clockwork, Monday through Saturday, every day for the last 3 years. Everything she checks out, she pores over for days, makes copious notes. She must have spent a fortune in Xeroxing.
You don't say. Well, I'm only going to be here a few days, so...
So you better be nice to her.
Right. Is she...
Right over there.
Her head was bent over a book with piles of documents around her. She was scribbling away furiously on a yellow legal pad. Excuse me.
Yes?
Those papers you're looking at.
Yes?
I was hoping to look at them today, too.
Well, you'll have to wait your turn.
Yes, of course.
I should be finished soon, but not immediately, so you might want to get some lunch.
Lunch? Sure, good idea. Is there a place you'd recommend?
Well, you've got to be more specific. What kind of place?
Oh, anything will do.
That's not very specific.
I can just eat in the cafeteria.
Now, where did I put my purse? Oh, there it is. Hiding. Okay. Here's a pamphlet listing all the nearby restaurants. Just ignore all my scribbling.
That's a very impressive list of annotations and footnotes.
Well, I've worked here for 3 years. You gotta know the lunch specials. You like Italian?
Love it.
I'd recommend the chicken parmigiana at Saldino's. Lunch special, free garlic bread. But that's only for the lunch special. Otherwise, you pay for the garlic bread.
Thanks. Much appreciated.
Say, hope I'm not being nosy, but may I ask what you want these documents for?
Well, I'm writing a book on the legal challenges to the Japanese-American prison camps.
No kidding. Well, sit down. What's your name?
Dr. Peter Irons. I'm a legal studies professor at the University of Massachusetts.
And you're writing about what happened to us.
Oh. I take it that you were...
In the prison camps, when I was just a teenager. That's why I'm here, you see. Every day, every week, to find out why it happened. How it happened. Who made it happen.
That's why I'm here, too.
Good. Pleased to meet you, Dr. Irons. I'm Aiko Yoshinaga.
Please, call me Peter.
So, you must know a lot of Nihonjin.
A lot of... what?
Nihonjin. Oh, you don't know what that means?
Sorry, I don't speak Japanese. Is that Japanese?
It is. Okay, I just assumed since you were writing a book...
I probably should know that.
Yes, I think you should. It means Japanese person or people. Singular or plural.
Oh. You're actually the first Japanese person I've ever met.
The first?
Wait a second. I met a Japanese guy in college protesting the military draft, but then we got arrested and I...
Okay, let's just back up a little here. If you've only met 2 of us in your entire life, and one of them literally a minute ago, why are you writing this book?
Because, Aiko, these decisions were terribly unjust. No matter what ethnicity you are, these rulings should worry us all. And as a law professor, as an American citizen, it's something I need to know more about, and so I think should all Americans.
Hey, that's a damn good answer. Now, what's this about getting arrested?
For resisting the draft, yeah. Ended up spending 3 years in jail.
3 years? So, your book, these cases, I'm beginning to get the picture. Have you heard of the CWRIC? The Commission on Wartime Relocation and Internment of Civilians.
Yes. I've been closely following their work.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?